Pat's been a friend of mine for, 20 years at least. We traveled the country with one of the biggest, most successful real estate investing seminars, made thousands of people millions of dollars. That's a big statement, but during that time we built about 3,000 houses in Southwest Florida, did general real estate. And Pat is somebody that I've known for a long time, worked with for a long time. He's the guy that was up at the seminar in Tampa. So I think we start off by letting Pat tell you what happened at that seminar that kind of rocked our world here and why we're sitting here today. So Pat, tell me a little bit about the seminar.
What shocked me, Kevin, about going up there is that we would teach people, hey, we're going to become a two-class society. It's a global economy. And most of the world has just two classes, and most people rent. So we're telling this is the perfect storm to get into investment real estate, because as things get too expensive, where the median price home today is above $250,000, that's not the working class anymore, especially with this severe recession we just experienced for the last 8-9 years. So when I went into this seminar, it was based on a company that did over 2 years worth of solid research. It blew very strong people away. I'll give you an example. The CEO.
Well, I think it's important that you say how you got there, because you were surrounded by pretty big wigs, right?
Well, yeah, the room sat with everybody. In order to have a seat, you had to be able to buy 5 homes cash. Now, the average home at $200,000 down here where I build at 220, that's over $1 million. We had one of the 3rd biggest builders in the nation there stand up when the guy was giving statistics, and the statistic is what I shared with you. There's 50% of Americans, the actual numbers they quoted was 48 to 53 based on what part of the country you live in, but basically 50% of America never has a desire to own a home.
Amazing.
We thought the American dream. I'm building affordable housing in Cape Coral because, hey, we got to bring things down, affordability. Our payments are priced at, as you know, what rents are today because they've gone up so much. And why aren't people jumping at the bit to buy it? Because you manage hundreds of properties, and if you take 50% of them out because you can't even give them a home, and then you understand why. So we taught the same thing, Kevin, about you better be prepared. It's a two-class society to have and have not. No, these are wealthy people that will go downtown LA, pay $1,800 for a 500 square foot studio instead of owning a home. Why? Because it's non-committal. What people have seen, no longer are jobs lasting 30 years. Like my dad, you've been in this business 30 plus years. I've been in this almost 40 years. My dad worked for United Airlines for 35 years. So naturally taking a 30-year mortgage out, which is the biggest investment you make in your life, they're good. Average today is only 7 years on a job, yet I'm committing my life to 30-year debt. So half of America's changed their whole concept that it is no longer the American dream. And when I sat in that seminar and they showed me it and proved it to me, they are selling single-family homes as the hottest next trend for investors for this reason. They're telling you to buy them, put them in a box like you do a blue chip stock like Apple. Forget about it. Don't worry about the market going up and down in value of the home because rents don't recede. If they do, it's maybe $50 a month, right? Maybe 100. They're always going to go up. It's safe, it's secure, it's real estate.
Maintenance?
No maintenance because new construction is 17 years without any kind of maintenance. So they're telling you to treat it like a stock, not 5-10 years, flip it, make some money, do another one. Put it in a box, walk away, and keep it. And you'll outperform the stock market, which we've shown people over and over again. Right. And there's not the risk of somebody else pulling the strings like everybody had the rug pulled out from underneath them in 2008 when everything collapsed.
Well, the 16 or 17 that we've done in the Cape, people are moving in before the house is done. They're putting stuff in the garage. I know they're getting pissed because they're upset because they're trying to move in ahead of time and they're renting in days.
Well, because they've never had the option to rent a home, especially what we put into homes, Kevin.
No.
We made them maintenance free. They're concrete homes. They're wind rated over 200, lowers the insurance to the investor by 50%. Metal roofs that last 40 years. So it's a well-appointed house.
The appliances.
The appliances. We put in a flooring now, no carpeting. It's a laminate flooring warranted for 25 years. It's commercial grade. So we made the houses tenant proof for that reason, but we also make it for first-time home buyers because they don't have a lot of repair money. So when you price your homes, where we're priced in Cape Coral, what used homes are going for. You could do all the research. There's nobody even close to what we're doing at our price. That's why they rent so quickly. Who wouldn't want to rent a brand new home that nobody's lived in and even pay a little bit more? And then on top of it, as you know, our electric bills are half compared to block homes.
I'm going to catch you off guard, but you're sitting here and behind you is a map, and I see, Lehigh and North Fort Myers and some of rural Lee County. Are you prepared to talk about your latest little thing you're working on? Little is the key word there, or not yet?
No, yeah, I've done my homework. It's here to stay. Tiny houses.
Yeah.
Tiny houses are here to stay, not because people want a lower cost to live. Believe it or not, the research is non-committal. A tiny house doesn't commit you to anything. You have to have a roof over your head to live, so they're willing to put it in. So I put together, I did my research in Lee and Charlotte County. Tiny houses are allowed on a standard lot, 80 by 1.25, and I could build these homes with the same amenities: metal roof, impact glass windows, 200-mile-an-hour wind rating, solid 42-inch upper cabinets, quartz, granite, stainless steel, loaded up home for $117,000 to $130,000 for a tiny house.
And they're cute. I saw the elevation
Well,
today.
they're me being single, I can live in a tiny house. All I do is go from the refrigerator to the couch, eating, and go to bed. I don't need it what I had when I had a family. So tiny houses are here to stay. Not on wheels though. These are on foundations.
And they're not so tiny. I saw the bedrooms are like 12 by 12, and
Well, that took a while because we want to make hallways. Hallways are ways to stay. So I designed the homes that the bedrooms are 12 by 11, 12 by 12, a nice kitchen, great room, open floor plan, and it's 736 square feet.
and those are going to rent for $1,000. I mean, everything.
Well, you can't
does-
even get an apartment down there, as you know, for $1,000, 2 bedrooms anymore.
Yep.
So
And we were
a
saying
great return.
An investor payment on that. That's the other thing. The investor hardly has to come up with any money.
Half the
25.
money. Most of our homes are over 200,000. That means 25% down is 40, 50, and now you're down at 20, 25, 30 maybe.
Yeah, and the investor payments around $700,
Yeah.
and your rent's $1,000. I mean, it's insane.
Right.
That's going to be big.
Well-
So you know what we'll do? We don't have to spend a lot of time on that, but we'll put that on this webpage as well, so the investors can take a look. So what I'm encouraging these guys to do, Pat, is take a look at this, because I'm going to open it up to our 600 owners first.
Okay.
In Lee and Charlotte, Cape Coral, Lehigh, Fort Myers, Port Charlotte, Northport, whatever. And then from there, I'm going to turn this over to all the realtors in Lee and Charlotte County that, I have an association with. 12,000 of them, I think, is the number, which is insane. But first I want to offer this to our guys. And, while you have the capacity, and that's the other thing with the investor money you have available. This is so key too. There's a lot of key points here, but it's not a construction perm loan.
No.
Because
I
now,
put up the money.
Yeah, now you have unlimited, well, not unlimited, but almost unlimited funding to build the house. So these investors are only getting an end loan, which thank God now
So much cheaper
investors
for 'em.
can do.
So much
well,
cheaper
a
for 'em.
construction perm loan is still hard to get.
Correct.
It just is. It's expensive, and there's points and VS involved. So you wrap that financing into the price of the house. They go get an end loan, and when the house is done, it's a lower interest rate. It's less risk for the lender. I mean, I've seen it in my career thousands of times. So I mean, it's kind of the perfect storm, as I was saying in the earlier video.
Well, the biggest advantage is the home is put on the market right before it's done, like you said. So we had people wanting the home before we even got a CO.
Yes,
Normally you don't
every-
have to buy a home and wait, like you said.
Yeah.
They want in before even the CO.
Well, I think what I learned there, I always try to learn, is it was too good to be true for the prospective tenants. Because if you think about it, they're out looking at houses that are 15, 20, 30 years old. They need some lipstick on them. They're saggy, whatever. And they walk in here, and my God, it's got stainless steel appliances and granite countertops and impervious floors to whatever. They're windproof. They hurricane glass. Yeah, you're onto something.
Low
there.
insurance.
The reason our partnership works so well and has for 20 plus years, which is hard to believe
Right.
for me, since I have a birthday coming up
Right.
next week and be 58, for God's sake. But because we do different things, we bring different things to the table. I couldn't build a house if my life depended on it. I have 600-700 rentals, 3 offices. I know this market inside and out. I know the lending. I know money. And here's why this makes sense to me. No matter what these guys pick, this is so weird, but I've done the numbers 500 times now. If they pay cash for them, if they put their 20% down, there's still between an 8 and 9% return without all the rigmarole and smokes and mirrors. That's you take your management
Cash
fee
on
out, your
cash?
tax, yes,
Cash on
your
cash.
cash on cash.
Wow.
And I know, and that 8 or 9%, and especially on these tiny homes, which I really got a thing for right now. Maybe it's my age, but I think you, whether it's a duplex, a tiny house, a regular house, whether it's in Port Charlotte, Lehigh, Cape Coral, the numbers are the numbers are the numbers. It works because each market brings something to the table. So what I'm going to tell you guys is, you need to fill out this contact form, get a hold of us. It'll go into the magic ether there. It'll come into our office. We'll have one of our people get right with you. Low pressure. Look, with 600-700 houses out there, if you want to do additional properties, I think you'd be really, really smart, but we're not going to hound you or bag you. Just like, back in the old days when we did the seminar, you contact us and you let us know if and when you're ready. But my God, this kind of sells itself. So this was it's always fun, Pat. You get me pumped up.
Yeah, good.
All right.
It was great to see that seminar, the information. We're in the right direction, and we're in the right city, as you know.
Yeah, it's
we're number one
perfect
again in the
storm.
nation.
Perfect storm once
Yeah,
again.
it is.
Okay.
Thanks.